Give me that faith. Give me that fashion. 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 Welcome to the House of Faith and Fashion.
Welcome back to the House of Faith and Fashion. I'm your host, Toby Rubenstein, and right now I'm being joined by my very special guest who's created much success in the clothing line, the House of Lancry. I love that, the house, the House of Faith and Fashion, the House of Lancry. Please help me welcome entrepreneur, creative director, fashion designer, and activist, Hannah Suffrin. Welcome to the show, Hannah. So nice to have you here. Or I'm going to call you Hannah because I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Hannah, let's do a style check, girl. Am I in the latest House of Lancry?
The latest, the most fabulous Gia dress. It's one of our Gia. It's one of our best selling dresses. Super chic, fabulous, colorful. Give that color, that pop of color, and staying so elegant.
Oh, I love this. I love this floral. I am teaming it up with my Liat Ginsburg straight from Tel Aviv earrings. I just want you to know she's another one of my favorites.
Israeli designer as well, jewelry right here.
Wonderful. So how did this all start, Hannah? Start from the beginning.
So how did it start? Actually, it started when I was a young girl. My mom owned a studio, an atelier. I grew up in Brazil, São Paulo. I'm Brazilian.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so she had an atelier where I used to come after school with my little Barbie doll, and I used to make clothes for my Barbie doll. And in Brazil, as you know, I come from a very Orthodox home, and I wore always modest clothes, and it was so hard to find modest clothes. So from a young age from 13 years old, I was already designing my own pieces. My mom, we used to design at the atelier. I used to make beautiful pieces, beautiful styles, and which led to my friends ask their parents, their mothers, to come to the atelier and also make clothes. So that's how it started. Then I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. I moved to Miami. I attended the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, where I studied interior designing. So so it was always in the design and very creative mindset.
You were always in a creative space because you're a creative being. So where did you get the interesting name House of Lancry?
Okay, so Lancry is my maiden name.
My
name is Hannah Lancry Suffrin. And my family is originally from Morocco. It's a Moroccan name. So I am Sephardi and I'm married an Ashkenazi. So my kids have the most beautiful blend of both.
Okay, for translation on the bottom, because this doesn't come with translation. What she just said is that you have a mix of culturally different forms of Judaism, which, by the way, makes the best food combinations you possibly can imagine. So your kids are very, very lucky to have such a spicy and interesting combination.
It's the Latin, the Moroccan, and
exactly. My husband comes from Buenos Aires, Argentina, so I totally understand that's a really, really great mix. And so you went from Brazil to Fort Lauderdale to London.
Yes.
Oh my God! So has London? Listen, London has great fashion and very, very credible fashion. I mean, I'm still mourning the loss of Vivienne Westwood and Alexander McQueen. These are top for me, and tremendous talent. Has that influenced you at all?
Yes, 100%.
Any of the designers there? is what I'm
Yes,
saying.
I get a lot of inspirations from a lot of the designer here and the culture as well. You know, London is like a fashion forward place, but as well as there's so much culture wherever you go. And I get a lot of inspiration, and I also get a lot of inspiration for the big household names, like the fashion households that is like female owned businesses, female designers. So it's like, we can do it. We can do it.
There's no doubt about it. And I got to ask you, is like, has Princess or Queen to be Kate Middleton ever worn a House of Lancry, or not yet?
Not yet, but we
your answer. That's right, not yet. Listen, Kate, when come on.
I think Kate will look so amazing in House of Lancry. She is like a style icon. I love that she's like she's timeless, and she's also dresses with like the beautiful modest clothes that it's so just refreshing,
Well, for the audience, we're going to do a little explanation about modest fashion, because modest fashion, like I said in the beginning of the show, you always come up with this like restrictive black, navy, cover me up, no shapeless thing. And it's really because I'm bringing up Kate Middleton, it's a regal way of dressing. It's not necessarily religious. You can be any kind of religion, actually, and still dress modestly if you have the mindset of wanting to look regal, majestic, dignified, or whatever it is. So modest fashion, when you say it for somebody like Kate Middleton, it's not a religious issue. It's her position in life issue. It's who she stands for, who she represents, and the whole royalty of it. So really, you could say, modesty is royalty, especially coming from England. I mean, especially something that you understand, and we all admire how she dresses, and that's happens to be consistent with modest dressing, whether it be in whatever religion, because a lot of religions cover this different ways. There's different rules and regulations for that. But it was, modest fashion is much broader. So I wanted to just inject something in here. I know that, how many locations do you currently, I can't keep track of you. So keep track of us. Tell us where you are. Where you going?
We started with our London locations. We have our London store, and you can find us here in London. And then we have in New York.
Yes.
We have a flagship store in New York and one in New Jersey as well. So you can find House of Lancry New York and New Jersey. And also we have a presence online. Social media, Instagram, and a website that you can shop House of Lancry. And and we give like a lot of ideas how to style.
I saw that your website is like, it really includes your love of interior design as well. You create the whole environment in which you wear that dress in. You don't just do the dress.
The whole idea of the brand. It's like a lifestyle. Okay, it's not just only about the clothes. It's about the lifestyle. What brings what, like, we need to take care of ourselves.
Yes,
we need to take care of ourselves. The way that you look, the way that you present yourself, and and I do believe wearing a beautiful outfit can change your mindset, can change your mood, and
totally
be a whole new person. And
this House of Lancry dress brought me into a whole other. I'm already like thinking, oh, what party am I going to wear this to? So it put me in a totally mindset. So I thank you. I'm going in the direction back to modest. Have you ever gotten into a situation where you got pullback because the trends not necessarily warrant what you were giving the customer?
Okay, so luckily I get inspirations from, current fashion and stuff that inspire me previous, like, archive fashion. And you can see how much modesty is so present from then, present, and future right now, what we're going to be seeing in the fall, winter.
Yes.
So it's always present. So never pull me back. I never have to deviate outside my lane, because for me to stay true to, I have to stay true to myself. I need to wear my clothes. I need to feel good. And in order for me to pass on that message that any woman can feel good, any woman can feel beautiful wearing House of Lancry, and that's something that I would not that I would stay true to the vision.
Right. Asking you that, I'm just gonna ask you. I have a feeling I know the answer. Are you doing any brand extensions? Like, are you taking House of Lancry into? I'm going to tell you that somebody gave me your sunglasses. So can I put them on? A House of Lancry sunglasses. I have them. Actually, somebody gave them a gift to me last year, and I said, "Oh my, the name House of Lancry, because I'm so into branding. It's wonderful." So you have plans to take that House of Lancry shoes, House of Lancry bedding, House of Lancry bags, blah blah blah.
My dream is to create a whole lifestyle. I want to have dinner set. I want to have pillows. I want to have decorative items. And I think that, we need to make our space where we are, that we surround ourselves, beautiful. I am a big believer in that. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to spend a lot,
right?
If you have style, if you have taste, you can achieve with any budget. That's my thing.
That's true. You're absolutely right. So let's go into your activism. You have a collection dedicated to support the IDF soldiers. Can you share more details about that?
Yes. Israel has always been where my soul feels at peace. I may not live in Israel to feel that way. I don't think that you need to be Jewish to feel that way. I've been to Israel, and there are so many people from all over the world who are not Jewish who love living in Israel, and that's beautiful. Okay, since the war started, I chose not to be looking online on social media, on Telegram, and seeing the horrific things that happened on October 7th. So I chose to take into action.
Right.
I got a phone call. How it started, that I've created a line before that with a sweatshirt blessing for the IDF.
Right.
And I sold, and I made money, and then I sponsored something for the soldiers, and it was amazing. So I decided that on October 9th to bring back that collection, sell the sweaters, and the money that of the sales, of the profit, I would donate to the IDF, because they were in need of various things. Let's say essential equipment. Okay. Within 12 hours, we got 5,000 pounds.
Wow, good for you.
Just from a sale of a sweater that cost, $100. Therefore, I said, there's a need. They need us. And I turned my store into a drop center where the whole community in London drop off a list of supplies for the IDF. And we have sent over 1,200 suitcases to Israel with essential equipment for the IDF. And I'm
very proud that you translated your creativity to a cause that's so near and dear for you, and I admire you for that. So how can people help you? Can you give any information and how people can help you with your mission?
Of course. Well, by shopping House of Lancry, you automatically support our IDF. Okay, but it's not just the IDF. We're talking about the IDF, the wives, the heroes at home alone for 5 months, and we're supporting their mental health. So that's part of the same umbrella. Okay,
wonderful.
So you support House of Lancry, you support our heroes, and by purchasing the Zionist collection, you can also support and shop House of Lancry, www.houseoflancry.com, and support our heroes.
And look good and do good, right? Look good, do good. Okay, so we have I got quick. I got to give you my rapid 3 questions that I ask everybody, even though I know the answer's good. So, Hannah, how much faith do you need to be in business?
Oh, a lot of faith. I talk to God a lot.
Mm-hmm. Do you think your talents are God-given?
I think everything is God-given. You just have to utilize for good. And
Yeah, that's a good
potential.
answer. And I know the answer to this one because, it's kind of obvious, but I'm going to ask it to you anyway because I don't want to leave this one out. Can you describe how a person should dress to a house of worship? What?
Modest,
modest and respectful, right? Modest and respectful. So I'm so happy that you joined us, but can you tell my viewers how to find you, where to find you, how to keep up to date with House of Lancry?
Instagram, you can find me on Facebook, online, houseoflancry.com, on Instagram at House of Lancry, and we can always send me a DM. We can have a conversation. We can talk. And
that's fantastic. Listen, and thank you. My husband, I changed from a bathrobe into this dress this morning, and my husband said, "Oh, that's a really nice dress." He noticed. This is not an everyday dress that like you put on. Usually, I'm putting on my sweats and running to the gym.
Go out for dinner together.
This kind of put me in a different frame of mind. Of course, behind me, I've got a matching Elizabeth Sutton bag, which actually goes perfectly well with this. Put on my shades, and I'm out. So thank you. Stay tuned, everyone. I'll be right back after these short messages.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.